Disclaimer. I don't speak Chinese at all, so my pronunciation of Chinese words and names will be completely inaccurate. I hope this won't be too much of a problem and you can still enjoy the video. Hey guys, this is Shiro, and yeah, it's been some time since the last video, but let's not get into that right now. That'll be in an update video. And let's just focus on today's topic, or this week's topic, this month's topic, what should I call it? Anyway, it's, should you read Wuxia novels, and why? Why would you? Now, first of all, you should like reading in general. If not, then why would you even watch this video? And also, if you don't like reading, I feel sorry for your bleak life. You should get into reading, seriously. But anyway, you might be asking, what the fuck are Wuxia novels anyway? I've never heard of them. Well, that's not surprising. For some reason, a lot of people don't know about them. Wuxia is basically a genre of Chinese fiction, that's mostly set in like a medieval fantasy period, or sometimes even in sci-fi, even though it's really, really rare. But I can't really explain the genre completely because that would just confuse you without reading anything about it, so you'll get what it's about once you've read like 100 or 200 chapters of a novel. And don't worry, these chapters aren't too long, they're way shorter than normal novel chapters, so 200 chapters will be maybe like 2-3 books, or maybe 5 books, but it won't be that much. After that you'll really know what the genre is about. Now on towards reasons why I think you should check it out if you haven't already. First off, we have that the Wuxia settings in general are really special compared to other novels, which just can't even scratch the surface of that, in my opinion. I've read thousands upon thousands of different novels so far, and Wuxia novels are just really special in their own way. I know it's a shitty description, but believe me, you'll get it once you read that stuff. Now, for the second point on the list, let's continue with protagonists, the actual most important part in any kind of story. You might be used to light novel or anime protagonists, which, even if they aren't complete and total wimps and useless, are still only moderately badass in any anime I've ever heard about, and I've heard about a lot of them, and also in all light novels, they're moderately badass. But your average Wuxia novel protagonists, they can't even come close at all. The badassery and how much they calculate, how much revenge they actually take on people who harm them or their loved ones and stuff, it really can't compare. They're not indecisive, and they really are just badass, especially if you're annoyed with the usual light novel and anime protagonists. I mean, who isn't, let's be honest here. You should check these out, because they are really different, and they're really imposing. For number 3, let's talk about villains. Now, you might be used to there being like 2 or 3 pretty important villains per story in light novels or anime, and after that they can't really go any higher because there's nobody left to step on. In Wuxia novels you will never have that problem. There will always be fucking idiots who think they are so damn strong, and that fucking scrub protagonist, oh my god, he can't even compare at all. And 10 chapters later they got their ass kicked so badly, maybe even have their entire clan erased, because they were being a fucking bitch to the protagonist and harming him or his loved ones, or thinking, oh, that woman looks pretty nice, she likes the protagonist, I don't fucking care. And yeah, there will always be dumbasses like that, and they will always get stepped on, and it's the most satisfying thing to read. Also, seriously, there will never be an end for villains. Seriously. They'll always be there. They'll always think highly of themselves. And it's ridiculous, actually. For number 4, we'll talk about power levels. While you may think about, it's over 9,000 now, that's not what I'm really talking about. It's just that from every other story in anime or light novels, these power levels, or these powers that they show, they're pretty much what everyone else, every fucking normal cultivator in a Wuxia world will have. Even the strongest ones there will just be slightly above the least and lowest level of cultivator. The power levels you'll experience here will go above and beyond most people's expectations and imaginations, and seriously, you cannot imagine that stuff yet. A lot of people may be able to scratch the surface in imagining it, but it's fucking amazing. These levels of power will just They'll just completely blow your mind, believe me. And now I think we're at number 5, right? I don't really remember that well, but anyway, it should be number 5. For number 5, let's talk about the world building in general and stuff like that. Honestly, the worlds that we are getting presented in Wuxia novels are so much more vast than anything we are seeing in different novels. It's not even a corner dust there. It's nothing. Especially the world building cannot compare. Believe me, I've read my fair share of shit. The world building can't compare at all from how vast the world is. The world is much more vast, big, and... okay, that sounded weird. Well, it's much more vast than you'd expect, and there will never be an end to it, in most cases. Now that I told you about why you should read Wuxia novels, I'll just tell you about one Wuxia novel that is pretty much the easiest one to read to get into the whole thing, because it's a lot like Western novels too. It's like a mix between Western novels and Wuxia novels, and also the best Wuxia novel in my opinion, so you don't have to search, and maybe you'll even have heard about it anyway. And if you've already read Wuxia novels, yeah, you'll probably know what I'm gonna talk about. The best way to get into Wuxia novels is by reading Coiling Dragon. Coiling Dragon is... well, I thought it was the most amazing Wuxia novel for a long time. It's not, but it's definitely one of the best out there. Something interesting about Wuxia novels too, I'll just say that here, is that while for anime and light novels you'll maybe see like one really amazing anime every few seasons and everything else is just average, well, there's a lot more fucking amazing stuff in Wuxia novels. Really, there's just more. And it will definitely be on that level or even beyond the stuff that you're used from that. And Coiling Dragon is definitely beyond that. It's fucking amazing. Check it out. It's the easiest one to get into the genre, and I promise you will enjoy it. Unless you don't like world building, then you won't. But honestly, everyone who doesn't like world building is kind of weird in the head. And now, let's talk about the best Wuxia novel out there. And yes, I have read A Will Eternal, and it's not as good in my opinion. It's I Shall Seal the Heavens. I've talked about it before in one of my videos. You can see that somewhere, I don't know, maybe on the screen, maybe in the description. You'll see, I don't know, I'll edit this yet. But anyway, I Shall Seal the Heavens has the, in my opinion, best Wuxia novel protagonist of all time. It's the most enjoyable to read, and it's at times hilarious. It has so many feels at times. Seriously, it's the best of the best in all categories. Also, the translation is the best out of all Wuxia novels I've read so far, like that got translated, and also way better than most professional translations. While in the beginning it wasn't perfect yet, seriously, the levels of translation by now, fucking amazing. Perfect. Seriously. Deathblade, well done. Yeah, that was some kind of weird hat thing. It looked weird. Yeah, anyway. If you're gonna go and read the newest chapter of I Shall Seal the Heavens or something, just say hi to Deathblade from me or something. Just tell him he's doing an amazing job, and please read I Shall Seal the Heavens. You will not regret it. Seriously. And don't forget, have faith in the Lord Fifth. If you don't get that, read I Shall Seal the Heavens, for fuck's sake. I told you a lot of times now. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this kind of video. I've been really obsessed with Wuxia novels as of late. As of late means, like, I've been pretty much non-stop reading them for a year now. And yeah, I don't know, I just want more people to get into these novels. Maybe I'll make it, like, some lists for them sometime, or recommend a few of them. I think I'll do that. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm rambling. See you guys next time. Bye!